Welcome to my YouTube channel, Enjoy Learning Computer Science. To watch my previous videos, watch my YouTube channel. To get notified for my new videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Enjoy Learning Computer Science. Now we are going to discuss about network protocols from the topic computer networks. So first let us see what is a protocol. So a protocol means the rules that are applicable for a network. So for example, I'll explain you with an example. Suppose there are two persons called person A and person B, and they want to talk with each other. So what happened, both of them started talking simultaneously without listening to each other. When they stopped, both of them stopped together. Again, when they started talking simultaneously without listening to each other. Imagine the condition and the chaos happened there. So to avoid this condition, certain rules can be set up. Like, if one person is speaking, the other person has to listen. And if the first person stopped speaking, person B can start speaking. Okay? So they can set up a rules to avoid the confusion. So when they applied the rules, when person A started talking, person B was listening quietly, and when person A stopped talking, person B started talking and person A was listening quietly. So the communication went on smoothly because of the rules. Okay. So in the same manner, to communicate between two nodes which are connected in a network, certain rules has to be followed to communicate to avoid confusions and chaos. So protocols are nothing but the rules that are applicable for the nodes to be followed in a network. So it defines the standardized format for data packets, technique for detecting and correcting errors, and so on. So the rules that has to be followed to exchange messages from one node to another node in a network is known as a protocols. Okay? So a protocol is a set of rules that governs the network. There are multiple protocols defined for computer networks. Let's see one by one. The first one is TCP/IP. So TCP is Transmission Control Protocol and IP is Internet Protocol. So TCP/IP, both the protocols are used for communication over the internet. Okay, so these protocols are communication protocols of the internet. Now TCP is the main protocols in the TCP/IP network, and the IP protocol deals only with packets, but TCP enables two nodes to establish a connection to exchange data. Let me tell you what is a packet. When a message has to be sent from one node to the another node, the messages will be divided into fragmented or into many small modules or packets. Okay, so it is divided into packets, and those packets will be having the IP address of the receiving node as well as a sequence number. Now these packets from one node to the other node will be sent in random through the shortest path. So at the receiving node, this TCP is responsible to arrange all the packets in order and to give those packets as a message to the receiving node. Okay, so TCP works with the internet protocol, and TCP will define how computers send packets of data to the other computer. So as I told you, the packets are not delivered in a sequential order, but they will be delivered randomly only in any order, not in a particular order. So TCP at the receiver end collects all packets and arranges them in a sequential order. Now, so IP is the primary protocol present in the internet layer. So what is the main function of IP? It is responsible for delivering packets from the source host to the destination host based on the IP addresses mentioned in the packet. Okay, so IP forwards each packet based on the IP address. The packets are moved randomly, not in any sequential order, right? So IP is responsible for sending the packets from from the source computer to the destination computer, and TCP is responsible to collect all the packets in the receiving side and arrange in sequential order. Okay, so TCP is a reliable stream delivery service that guarantees that all the packets are received and given to the receiving node in a proper order. So TCP is known as Transmission Control Protocol. IP is Internet Protocol. Both are communication protocols. The next one is FTP, that is the File Transfer Protocol. By the name itself, you can understand it is used to exchange files over internet. So FTP is the simplest and the most secured way to exchange files over the internet. Now let's see the main objectives of FTP. So the main objective of FTP, by the name itself you can understand, transmitting and sharing of files, an indirect or implicit use of remote computers to transfer data reliably and efficiently. This FTP uses the TCP IP protocol for data transferring. And this FTP is most commonly used to download file from a server using the internet or to upload a file to a server. Now, while sharing files from one system to another system, there will be many problems, like two systems may have different directory structures, two systems may have different file naming conventions, or two systems may have different ways to represent text and data. All these problems will be solved by FTP. So the file transfer protocol is used to transfer files from server system to requesting node primarily for information sharing. The next one is PPP, that is point-to-point protocol. So this is the most commonly used data link protocol, and it is a protocol used to establish a direct connection between two nodes. So it can provide connection, authentication, transmission, encryption and compression. So this is mainly used to connect the home PC to the server of the ISP, Internet Service Provider. Then the communication will take place through a high speed modem, and PPP is used to connect telephone dial-up lines to the internet. Now the internet service provider may provide you with a PPP connection so that you can send a request, the provider's server can respond to your request, forward it to the internet server and then forward responses back to you. For communicating through PPP, the user needs to install PPP drivers assigned by the internet to the computer. So PPP is the most commonly used data link protocol which establishes a direct connection between two nodes. The next one is HTTP, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. This protocol is used for transferring hypertext on World Wide Web, that is www. So hypertext is nothing but combination of text. It can be a graphic, image, sound, audio, video, etc. So set of rules which is used for transferring hypertext on www is HTTP. Then the next one is SMTP, that is Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. As the name itself suggests, SMTP is used for sending email messages to other networks on computers. You have to note a very important point here. It only handles outgoing messages and not incoming messages. SMTP does not create messages, rather it helps in forwarding messages between client servers. It uses TCP to send messages to another host. Now for receiving messages, another protocol called POP is used. So email clients require addresses of both SMTP server and another server that processes incoming messages. So SMTP is used for sending email messages to other networks or other computers. Network protocols will be continued in the next video. Thanks for watching my video.